With the iPhone 5 officially out, I honestly can't hold all of these apps I need to review. Dave and I are working overtime to sort through them all, but until then you can enjoy the Friday News Wrap-Up for the 21st of September, 2012. Those familiar with Frontier Developments will remember their work on Lost Winds and Lost Winds 2, and in particular, the solid iOS adaptations of both those titles. Costa Crazy is set to also hit the App Store, and places you in charge of designing roller coasters that need to cater to every patron's whim, be it fast loops, speedy turns, or scary drops. There's a sort of roller coaster tycoon vibe, albeit with a lot of charm dripping off each character. The game is set to release later this year. If you've been keeping tabs on Level 5 and their Professor Layton series, then you'd already be aware of their upcoming title, Century of the Seven Phantom Thieves, which is set to be a freemium social game set in London. However, right now there's a new Layton title out on the Japanese iTunes store. Layton Brothers Mystery Room. What was formerly designed as a DS title in the Adamania series, the game has been rebranded with the Layton name, and we'll have to see if an English version is eventually released. Stanley is, by now, a household name despite his firm roots in the comic industry. Then again, it's no surprise given the popularity of his characters. Lee has placed his hat in the iOS arena as well, spawning the concept behind Verticus, a game in the same vein as A Reckless Disregard for Gravity and Falling Fred, albeit with some combat features to round it out. Those interested in picking it up can place a circle around October. The pop culture status of Angry Birds is, at times, overwhelming, especially if you find yourself in a mall surrounded by air fresheners, t-shirts, iPhone cases, and many other tie-in products featuring the recognizable characters. Bad Piggies is Rovio's attempt to break free of the rather limited world of physics flingers, and into brand new territory. Now you'll be working for the pigs as you craft contraptions that must be controlled by the player via switches to complete various objectives. While I'm sure there are clear and simple solutions to many of its problems, the idea of being able to use novel ideas to solve puzzles is extremely appealing. We'll have more for you when it releases on the 27th of September. If you've played Hothead's Card Combat, then you'll know what you're in for with Three Donkeys' iPhone and iPad title, Spectromancer. Players are handed a deck comprised of an infinite amount of various cards, each requiring a certain amount of mana to cast. Each turn you'll earn a base amount of mana for each type, fire, water, air, earth, and a fifth special category, and can cast spells or creatures into one of 6 slots available in the middle of the screen. Opposing creatures will attack each other directly, while empty slots can be attacked to deal direct damage to the player. So far, so similar. Indeed, many of the cards find direct comparisons to those in Hothead's title, which is no surprise, as Card Combat is a licensed port of Spectromancer, which is itself based on Astral Tournament, and the rabbit hole goes even deeper. The salient point here is that those who enjoy playing against real opponents, rather than AI ones, will be delighted to know that Spectromancer's servers are cross-platform, meaning you can play against PC players as well as iOS gamers. Sure, the visuals aren't as gritty as Card Combat's, and the cluttered interface is unsuited to a touchscreen device, but if you love this style of gameplay, then this is most definitely worth picking up. By sneaking in onto the App Store just before the Thursday cutoff, Street Fighter X Tekken Mobile has secured itself as the pick of the week, though it would have been a strong contender even without such technicalities. While other Capcom titles seem to flounder on the App Store, the Street Fighter series is still punching above its weight, managing to retain much of its arcade, come-one-come-all competitive feel. It's still only a slice of what the console version has to offer, but at least you can play this on the go. And that's all we have for this week. Don't forget you can catch us on Twitter and Facebook, but more importantly, start heading to our site to make use of our features, including a price tracker and daily updates for free titles. Have a great weekend. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.